Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the Financial Freedom Blueprint. You've arrived. I'm so excited because what I'm going to be revealing to you and teaching you in this training session is how to build your own money machine that starts generating you income within the next 30 days using my groundbreaking new hype and launch method. This works so good, and I'm just so excited to be sharing this with you because I've been giving this model to brothers and sisters just like you, and there hasn't been one person that hasn't followed it that hasn't started making money with it. Okay, trust me, this is gonna be life-changing for you, game-changing for you, and I'm so excited to be giving this to you in this video. All right, so as mentioned, look, the good thing about this is that, look, with this model, you're going to start making money. That's fine. That's a given, right? But the beautiful thing about this is that you're going to be in a position where you can grow that so you're making more money than a 9-to-5 job and really start achieving that vision of having time freedom and money freedom. And you're going to be able to do it in a way that is easy, simple, doesn't require a lot of startup costs, doesn't require a bunch of tech skills. Trust me, you're going to love it. It's easy. I just want to share it with you, okay? That is what this video is about. Now, before I do jump into that, look, there's something extremely important that I need to say to you before we start. The reason why you have this video is because of the fact that you booked a call with me, okay? Now, well done for doing that. Congratulations. That shows you're an action taker. But now what I want you to make sure you do is that you're ready for that call. And the most important thing for you to do, for you to be ready for that call, is watch this training session, okay? And the reason why that is vital, is because on the call, you're going to make a decision if you're going to want to work with me to build this money machine for you, okay? You're going to make a decision if you want me to help you to get up and running and start having this as an additional source of income for you, all right? Now, for you to make that decision, you need to understand how it works, what the business model is, and, essentially how I'm going to be helping you. And for you to be able to make that decision, you need to know that information. And for you to know that information, you need to watch this video. If you come on the call and you haven't watched this video, we're not going to carry on with the call. It's as simple as that, okay? So don't skip around. Get your notepad and pen, write loads of notes, because again, what I'm going to be sharing with you is going to change your life. Take it that seriously, okay? So look, get full attention here, take out distractions, get yourself a pen and paper, get ready to roll, okay? Another thing that I do really want to say that's extremely important is that when we do have a call, make sure you're in a quiet place with no kids running around, TV's off, social media's off, and you don't have distractions, okay? We need your full attention and focus. If we call you and you're shopping or you're driving, we're just going to end the call. You're not serious, okay? So make sure that you are focused, you put an alarm on, and you take the call seriously. And the third point is, look, for those of you that, you have somebody there that is needing to be consulted or you need permission to make a decision, especially a financial decision, make sure they watch this video and attend the call, okay? That could be a spouse, a parent, a brother or sister, or a business partner, okay? So anybody that you need to consult with to be able to make a financial decision, or you need some sort of approval, make sure they watch this video, because I don't want to come on the call with you and then you say, I need to ask somebody else, and then it just wastes everyone's time, because then I'll have to wait on them watching the videos and talking to them. And look, we haven't got time for that. We just want to be up and running and making you money. Simple as that, right? So I'm excited to be speaking to you. It's going to be me and my team contacting you, connecting with you personally, and getting the ball rolling with making you money, right? So this is what this video is about. I'm going to be breaking down for you how we're going to do that, what the business model is, and how it all works. Now, before I do share the actual strategy with you, there is one quick thing I want to do, right? Some of you don't know who I am, all right? So what I want to do is I want to take a couple of minutes just to share my story with you so that I can really connect with you personally and you can kind of understand my world and what I do. So look, let me have a few minutes to share this with you, okay? So my name is Haroon Qureshi and I'm an online business expert from London. And look, I've grown my businesses from absolutely nothing to generating more than $10 million in sales since 2013. And I have helped hundreds of brothers and sisters just like you from all around the world build profitable businesses and achieve financial and time freedom, okay? Now, for me, this is me growing up, all right? I know I look really, really different, and you probably think, I've always been successful. But the reason why I want to show you this is because the old Haroon was an absolute failure. Okay, and he was coming from a place where in his whole education life, he was the worst in every single one of his classes and he never achieved anything. And with his results that he ever got were D's, E's, and F's. Okay, he was an absolute failure and really had no real ambition or real belief that he could achieve anything big in this world. Okay, and when he left the education system, he understood, look, for him to be successful, he needs a high paying job. All right. So what he done is he started applying for jobs and no one would accept him for a interview. But then there was one company that said to him, we'll bring you in. Okay. So he looked at the description and it was like a sales position. And he was so excited by this and he saw the growth that was there with this company. And he was in a position where he said, you know what? I want to give this company the next 10, 20, 30 years of my life. They have a vision. What they want is not just salespeople. They want leaders to come in and develop and really build a whole department and have their own team and grow and scale this and really build their empire. And I thought, do you know what? I'm going to go into this interview. They finally offered me an interview. I'm going to blow them out of the way and I'm going to take their company and really take it to the next level. Okay, this is my one chance that I've got to actually have success in my life. So I went in there, I went into the office and it was so nice. It was nice leather sofas, window doors, like glass doors and glass walls. They had a little mini fridge with free drinks. They had a receptionist sat me down and said, please wait here. They came in, they had a nice desk. Everything was amazing. I was blown away. I was like, this is it. I want to come in and you know, I'm going to work here. I don't care. This is it. This is done. So then the guy came in and he interviewed me. Okay. And he sat there asking me questions and I knocked it out of the park. I blew him away. I said, look, I know what you want. You want leaders to come in and take this company to the next level. You want people that can come in, develop long term, build their own team, build their own departments, and that I'm your guy. Okay, I'm going to give you everything that I can possibly give to make your company successful. Okay, there's one thing I do want, however. Look, you know, I am a Muslim, okay, and I need to pray, 5 times a day. So I need a few minutes to pray sometimes just to take some time off. And on Fridays, I have to go to the mosque, similar to how Christians go on Sundays. I have to go, so I need an extra hour for lunch there, right? And you know what? I'll even give you an extra hour on top. You don't even need to pay me. That's what I need, okay? But look, if you're okay with that, I will give you 110% and I'm going to commit to the next 10, 20, 30 years into this company, growing it and building this into an empire, okay? And this guy was blown away, like, wow, right? So he goes, look, amazing. Let me go and get somebody else to interview you. So somebody else came and interviewed me, and then somebody else came and interviewed me. And again, I was just knocking it out of the park. I was saying the right things. And the CEO came and he looked like this guy in front, an old man with gray hair, right? And a nice suit. So he came and he sat with me and he asked me the questions and I said, I'm going to build your empire for you. I'm going to make you more money than any sales guy here. I'm your guy, right? He left the room. So then I was waiting in the room and I'm waiting there. Nothing's happening. And then it kind of dawned on me for a second. I'm like, something's a bit fishy here, right? It's not normal that so many people need to come and interview one person, right? And I could tell something wasn't quite right. So the first guy came to me and he sat with me and he goes, look, out of everyone we've interviewed, you are the best person, okay? And if it was my decision, I would give you the job, all right? But our CEO has a bit of a concern. And I said, okay, what is that? And he said, well, you're a Muslim, right? Yeah. Well, he has a bit of a concern with that. I was like, what? How is that even an issue? And he goes, look, you've obviously asked for certain things to be able to pray and for these sort of things like that. And that's, that's fine. The issue is basically that we have a bit of an environment, okay, in our working staff, especially in the sales floor where you'll be working, where everyone's cussing each other, doing pranks on each other, and really there's a certain culture that's there and they're going out and they're doing certain things and whatnot. And we just don't feel that you'll be fit into that kind of environment. And I said, look, I appreciate that. Look, I can connect with them. That's not a problem. There's certain things I will do and won't do, which is fine. But look, irrelevant of that, I'm going to give this company 110%. Okay. And that's what I'm committing to. And I'm committing to building this empire and committing my life to making sure this company succeeds. So he goes, all right, I appreciate that. We'll let you know. So some days went, and he called me back, and he called me and he said, look, we discussed it, and the CEO decided not to give you the position. And I felt so upset at that point, so upset that I'm willing to give everything to a company and they're going to reject me like that, right? And for me, it was heartbreak, right? And from there, I applied for other roles and other positions, and I did manage to get one job in a kind of salesy area that is, like an office base. And I was just coming in every day, and I just thought, I hate this job. I hate what I'm doing. I'm so depressed here, right? I'm just sitting here like a robot machine, twiddling my fingers every day, calling people, trying to sell just the same mundane thing again and again and again and again. And I had no fulfillment. I was not happy at all. I was getting depressed about it. And I'm thinking, I just left university. This is going to be my next 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years of my life. Okay? It made me sick. I'm like, I can't do that. I just can't. And I'm sitting here, and the reality is I'm just sitting here trying to make somebody else rich. I'm trying to make the CEO rich, and I'm working my butt off. And I saw the manager that was managing my team just sitting there playing on his phone. And I'm like, this guy's going to get a massive bonus at the end of the month for the hard work that I'm doing. That's just not acceptable. And I'm going to be committing my next 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years of my life doing that. So look, I was working in a dead-end 9-to-5 job. I had a limit on how much money I could make, which was peanuts. It was nothing. And it was just not enough. And look, I was dying to find a way out, right? I didn't get to spend enough time on important things, like spending time with my family, improving my health or spirituality. I was literally there, waking up in the morning, going in my desk, leaving the office, going in the crowded train, coming home, being exhausted, and the next morning doing the same thing again and again, right? And I was really scared about my financial situation and my job security and my future. Like, how am I ever going to build up and actually end up achieving anything, right? And it was just, really frightening time, especially now. It's probably even worse with job security and the pandemic. At that time, I didn't have the pandemic, but, again, I was thinking they could fire me at any moment, right? And look, I had always dreamed about being successful. I wanted to achieve something big and really reach my full potential. But deep down, I didn't think I was good enough, and I had really low confidence. I had dreamed about traveling the world, getting a nice car, buying a dream house, getting the things I really wanted, but I was absolutely broke, and I didn't believe I could ever get it, right? I really wanted to support my family financially, build a good future for my children, contribute to the world by giving in charity to causes that I was passionate about, but I felt useless, okay? And I felt like there was this invisible ceiling on the amount of money I could make each month, and I just didn't know how to crack it, right? I was suffocating, I was lost, and I was just like, I was just in a bad space. But then I realized, look, what I was doing is I was living what I called the safe life, okay? I was living the safe life. I was suffocating, I was drowning, I was trapped in this safe life, which is like a box that is filling up with water. Right? So the safe life was a system that I never chose, but I was born into and was brainwashed into. Okay? So the safe life was a system I never chose, but I was born and brainwashed into. Now, this is what the safe life is. Let me explain it to you. Look, the first 30% of your life is all about being in the education system, okay? This is where you go to nursery, you go to primary school, you go to secondary school, you go to college, you go to university. And really, I never really had a choice about getting into this system, right? I just never really had a choice, but I was just, as a child, gone into this system. And the reality is this, is look, I spent my whole life literally, from all the way up until the age of around 25. People go from 21 to 25 in the education system, okay? And we are put in this system where we're learning. And by the end of it, we're in £30,000 debt, okay, after university, Okay, so a big 30% of my life went into the education system. I didn't choose to go into it. I just followed the crowd. Okay, and literally 30% of my life went into the education system, and the output was that I ended up with £30,000 of university debt. Okay, the reason why I accepted that is because, look, for you to be successful, you need a high paying job, right? And for you to get a high paying job, you need an education. And this is why this is so acceptable for people, okay? They're accepting spending 30% of their life in the education system all the way up until 21 to 25 and being in £30,000 debt, because look, you need that for you to have a high paying job. And for you to have a high paying job, you need an education. That is what we're told. That is what we're brainwashed into. Okay. And the second 50% of your life was the working system. Now, the working system was getting a job so you can pay off your debt and then start building for your future. Okay. But I realize there's a massive problem. In fact, there's many problems with this working system. Number one, you have a cap on how much money you can make. £1,000, £2,000, £3,000 a month. Okay. The job that you're doing, most of the time you have no passion for it, and it just drives, and it's not really, what you're passionate about, and you just have to do it just to get that paycheck. There's hardly any room for growth. You're just sitting there like a hamster on a hamster wheel, not really achieving much, right? And from there, you've got your timings, the 9 to 5. You're in that position. You don't have really control of what timings to do, and you have to deal with people that sometimes you really don't want to deal with, like really horrible managers or CEOs, right? So what is the output of the working system? Age 21 to 65, you have to literally take away 50% of your life. You've got a finance cap on how much you can make, and then you go into even more debt, because look, at the end of the day, you need to buy a house, you need to pay spend 100k to $1 million to go and buy a house, and you need to be stuck in this job to pay your mortgage off, right? So literally you're not happy in this system for a lot of the time, and you're not growing, you're not passionate, you're not being able to make enough money, but you have to stay in it so you can live, you can survive, you can have food, shelter, clothing, and you can get out of even more debt that you've put yourself in, while also paying out the university fees, right? So 50, 60, 70, 80% of your life is going into educating yourself for you to get a good job, and then getting your job, and then working year in and year out as hard as you can for you to be able to scrape out even more money to hope for a raise, okay? And even then, it's never going to be enough, right? But you can't escape it because you're in debt. You're needing to survive. Look, you need to work hard to get a promotion and a raise so that you can have a better life. That is what we're told in the system of the working system. You need to work hard, get a raise, make more money by working harder so that you can get a raise and even possibly a better job, and that you can have a better life. Okay, that is the working system. And then finally, there's the last 20% of your life, which is what we call the end game. Okay, this is where we're in a position where we finally have that time freedom that we want out of a job. But look, it's not the best time of your life. Okay, your whole youth, your energy is gone. You're living on a low pension. That's not going to cut it. You're weak mentally, emotionally. You're full of illnesses, and you don't even have a social life. You just can't be bothered to go out anymore. So literally from the ages of 65 to 80, you're just kind of, just ticking along until that time comes for you to go away. Okay, so really this is the system we're born into. Get an education, get working, work your whole life off to survive, and then die, essentially, right? So look, this is the safe life. You work 80% of your life only to be able to be free from the system for 20% of your life when you're old and weak. You're trading your life for money, okay? And if you're listening to this and you think that, you need to get a job and a high paying job, okay? And that is how your life should be, that you need to work in a job and for you to make money and for you to be successful. What I'm here to start off by saying to you is that is totally unacceptable. Okay, it's unacceptable that you have to submit your life and take away 80% of your life away for the sake of surviving, for you to just have some food, shelter, and clothing. Okay, it is unacceptable that you work your whole life for you to be free for 20% of your life when you're weak, old, and you've lost your energy. The safe life is unacceptable. And at best, it's a lose-lose scenario. Let's imagine you even got a really good job and a really high-paying job and you got the promotions, okay? And the reason why it's a lose-lose scenario is because even if you work your way up, make a lot of money, you have to trade your time, which you never get back. I've spoken to so many people that are high earning professionals, and they're just thinking, my health is going down, my time with my family is not enough at all, okay? And I'm stuck in this job. It's paying me a good amount of money and it's giving me the feeling of significance that I've achieved something, but in reality, deep down, they're not happy, they're depressed, and they're just accepting of that because that's the way they feel. That is the only solution they have to survive. And this guy wins. This guy wins. The CEO of the company, you have submitted and traded 80% of your life for this guy to make this guy rich, the CEO of the company that you're working for or that you want to work for. Okay? You're going to work a big chunk of your life for making somebody else rich. You're going to have a cap on how much money you can make. Okay? You're going to have a carrot dangling in front of you saying, work harder like a donkey for you to work harder, for you to make more money, a little bit more money, whereas this guy's making even more money off that hard work. This guy wins. He's sitting there thinking, I just scammed this guy out of his whole life for me to make more money. That is what this guy is doing. Okay? When I was going to go into a job, I was saved by them rejecting me. Okay? I was going to submit 30, 40, 50 years of my life growing this guy's empire to make him rich, and I would have lost my life for it. I would have gotten to my last 20%, my end game, the time when I'm going to leave this world, and I would have regretted wasting my life. Okay? But people do this because they don't realize there's another option. And this guy would never tell you there's another option, because if he told you that you could be free from a 9-to-5 and make more money, this guy doesn't make any more money. So he would never let you say that. He would never let you think that, okay? He does never wants you to realize that if you could make more money from home doing less hours, okay, then he's going to lose out. So he is going to focus on everything he's going to do to make sure you're stuck in, okay? And the system brainwashes you. If you tell your family and friends, I want to make more money outside of a 9-to-5 job, they will tell you, don't you dare, that's risky, you're going to lose out. They'll put fear in you, okay? This guy wins. Everyone does this for survival. The reason why everyone is happy to work 80% of their life and literally take away a whole chunk of their life doing something they don't want and make this guy rich is because they think that that is the only way to survive, the only way to get food, shelter, and clothing, the only way to get yourself in a position where you can pay off your mortgage and that's it, right? People just want to survive, and they accept this unacceptable way of life just because they feel that they survive, and they make it their norm, and they make it as if that is acceptable. When if you actually think about it logically and rationally, the 9-to-5 system is completely unacceptable. So look, I was going through this journey and I needed to figure out how to make money outside of a job. I decided, look, I'm not going to do this job. I'm not going to submit 20, 30, 50 years building somebody else's empire. I need to make my own empire, and I need to make money outside of having to waste my life away. Okay. So I started searching online how to make money. Okay. And that's when I came across and discovered what we call e-commerce, which in a very simple way basically means selling things online, selling products online. Okay. So I did research and I came across this a program which is around $6,000, and they were teaching you how to sell products online. And I thought, I'm never going to spend that much money to learn how to do it. Let me see if I can do it for free, take their free material. And that's what I did. And this was my first product. I was so excited. I literally put money into it. I built a brand. I got samples, I got a supplier, I launched the product, and I was like, this is the thing. I figured it out. This is what's going to give me financial freedom. And I failed. I lost 6 months of work doing this, lost a lot of money, and I just went into a deeper depression. And this is why. I already had low confidence and low self-esteem. I pretty much failed my first business. I lost money. I was on a minimum wage job at that time that I absolutely hated. I was working, I was in a position where I was in debt, after university, and I was living at home with my parents while being married and having a baby on the way. Okay. And look, these were really dark times, and I had a high level of uncertainty for my future, and it paralyzed me. But look, one day something hit me, right? There was a point in time where I had a realization. Okay. And this is it. I realized that if I want to be successful, I need to find somebody that has achieved the results that I want and followed the steps that they took to get there. Okay, I'm going to say that again. Take note of this. If I want to be successful, I need to find somebody that has achieved the results I want and follow the steps they took to get there. Somebody else I believed had the success blueprint. I needed to find that person and I needed to follow it. Okay, and all this time I was trying to figure it out on my own. And I just wasn't getting me anywhere. I was losing money and I was losing time, and I was, just feeling like I'm never going to achieve something, right? But look, out of this darkest hours came my biggest breakthrough. And instead of trying to figure it out on my own, I decided to invest in that training program, if you remember, that I saw, which was $6,000. And I decided I'm going to invest into it. I'm going to invest into this. And this taught me the step-by-step blueprint from somebody who actually had achieved the results that I wanted. Okay. I understood for me to get to where I want to get to, I need to invest in my learning. Okay. And when I was kind of going through that decision process, I was really scared of loss. And even my family told me, don't do it. I had family saying, what if it's a scam? What if it's this? What if it's that? Right. And people were telling me, look, just keep the safe way. Just get a job. Build yourself up. Okay. This could be risky. Okay. But I knew, look, this business may involve suffering and challenges. I realized that, look, if I lived my life submitting to the 9-to-5 system, that was going to give me suffering anyway. Okay. So I thought this way, it'll be worth it. And at the end, I'll achieve what I want to achieve and I won't need eternal suffering. All right. So I realized at that point, it may be challenging. I might suffer through this process of doing a business. Okay. But I'm going to suffer in a 9-to-5 job anyway. This way I've got the chance and the hope to actually succeed. And I won't need that eternal suffering. It'll be worth it at the end, rather than accepting the 9-to-5 system and suffering for the rest of my life. And I realized at that moment, that was the time to take action, okay? And I want you to just consider this at the moment. This is the time when we're born. This is where we're going to die. And these are the years in between, right? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 years approximately, how long we're going to be living on this earth. And I realized that I'm around this time right now. When do I make the decision to do this? Do I wait when I'm 30? Do I wait when I'm 40, 50? The longer I wait, the less time I'm going to get to actually enjoy my success if I ever reach there. So I realized that I can't wait. I can't wait for the right time, the right opportunity. I need to just jump in and invest into my learning and actually try to do something and make something of my life right now. I don't have the opportunity to wait. Otherwise, if I wait till tomorrow, it's never going to come and I'm just going to keep getting drowned. I'm going to go so far down the rabbit hole of the 9-to-5 world, I won't be able to get back out. Okay. So that is when I launched my first business using the training with my success blueprint. And this is the result I got. Within a year, from a minimum wage job, from having hardly any money to invest in business, my business done over $1 million in revenue and sold over 125,000 units of product with the business that I set up. Within 12 months, I built $1 million business coming from a minimum wage job. That one decision of getting out of the working system and trying something for myself was the best decision of my life. I never dreamed I could ever achieve this. I never believed I could achieve this. And in fact, by learning the strategies that I learned, I was able to launch even more businesses and make even more money, right? I became an affiliate. Okay, and this is my results. I was third place out of hundreds of affiliates where I sold over $1.8 million in sales with my affiliate products. Okay, here's one of my Stripe accounts that's done over 4.3 million sales and has 10,000 customers coming up to, right? And this was my superpower. What I realized, the reason why I was able to get such amazing results was this, right? I discovered the success formula, which is if you want to succeed in life, find people that have the results you want and pay them money, mentor them, take their time for them to learn and for them to teach you how they done it. So I started investing in the best people in the world when it comes down to marketing, sales, selling products, you name it. I invested in courses, mentors, masterminds, events, you name it. I was like a sponge. I literally spent over £100,000 in investing in just my learning, like a sponge, to learn from the best people around the world. And it was accelerating my income in ways you could not even imagine. I was making more money than I could ever think. People started inviting me on TV, asking me to share their story. I was even interviewed by Robert Kiyosaki on his blog. He is the founder of the book Rich Dad Poor Dad. I won awards, including the 2 Comma Club Award from ClickFunnels for generating over 1 million using their service. And really, it was just snowballing, okay? So I took that knowledge and started sharing it with brothers and sisters just like yourself. And I started creating a movement of people, Muslims, that were focused on getting out of the rat race, out of the 9-to-5 job, and actually building profitable businesses online. Instead of them going out there and spending over £100,000, what I done is I went out there and I became the guinea pig. Where I was the one risking my money and time. I learned the models and the strategies that worked, and then I was able to give it to the rest of the people that wanted it, so that they can take that knowledge without wasting years of their life in seeing what knowledge is good on and what's not, and not having to spend hundreds of thousands of pounds in learning. I was able to give it to them in a way that allowed them to fast track their success and not have to make all the mistakes or invest the money or the time that I had to. I was the perfect guinea pig. And this is how I created a community of brothers and sisters just like you that literally collectively generated over 1 million and is generating over $1 million in revenue every single month. When I first started off, literally I sent a message out saying, how much have you made this month? People making 65, 30,000, 25,000, tens of thousands, 80,000, 5,000, 4,000. I literally, there were so many coming in. And I just stopped even calculating it, right? You can see from the testimonials and the videos, these are real people just like you that had no prior experience in business, had low income to be able to invest in business, had fears of risk, had no real technical skills. And I was able to take them from that situation to building wildly profitable businesses from home that replaced their 9-to-5 job, gave them their dream life, gave them time freedom, financial freedom. And essentially that is what I was able to achieve with this journey. Okay. And this is what I'm really committed to, getting out of the working system and having the entrepreneur life. Okay. And the beauty of this life is the fact that, look, you don't have any cap on the amount of money that you can make. All right. Unlike a job, you're always waiting for that raise and scared to ask the manager. You can literally build a business that's making you 10, 20, 30, 50K a month without having any cap on how much you can make. Okay. You're focusing on building something that's your own. So you have a huge amount of passion for it. You have massive growth. Okay. And whereas you're stuck in a job with the same skill set, you have massive growth of learning and meeting people and learning from other people, connecting. Your growth explodes. Okay. You manage your own timing, when you want to work, where you want to work. And instead of working with people that you don't really like, you build your own dream team around you. And that is a really fulfilling way to live. And what is the output of that? You have time freedom. Work wherever you want, whenever you want. You have money freedom. You make as much money as you want, do whatever you want, right? Location freedom. Be in a position where you could be working in a beach, for example, right? Anywhere in the world. You reach your full potential. And again, I came from failing in my education life, being an absolute failure, to succeeding at the highest level and achieving only what the 0.1% are able to achieve. And that allowed me to even contribute more to causes out there that were things that I was passionate about and that I was interested in, right? Let me just connect you a little bit about my life so you can kind of get a taste of some of the things that I've been able to do because of jumping into the entrepreneur life that if I didn't jump into this world, I was not able to do, right? So as mentioned, time and location freedom, right? When I started off, I was able to work literally just in the coffee shop and make millions from the coffee shop. I love doing that. But also at the same time, I was able to travel the world. And here's me sitting on the top of the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world, with my laptop, making money. Okay. It was the perfect level of freedom that I wanted, where I could make money anywhere in the world in my own time. Okay, that is what I've wanted. Second thing is money freedom. I was having the ability to do the things I wanted, whether it be driving a supercar, going out to Silverstone and driving in the racetrack. And look, just to let you know, that is not my Lamborghini. Okay, I don't want to be one of those people that take a picture with a Lamborghini and it's not theirs and they're just fake, right? I'm going to be honest and real with you, okay? That's not my car. But my point being is, I was with money freedom. I had the decision to go and buy a Lamborghini if I wanted to, or just be in a position that if I wanted to drive one for the day, I can. It doesn't impact me at all, right? And I can go out and do things that, you know, the majority of the people can't do, like driving around in Silverstone circuit, right? So again, when you have money freedom, you get to do the things you want to do, which is, you know, buy the things you want, travel business class, you know, have experiences that the average person can't have. That is the beauty of money freedom. Okay. The next thing is I invested in my fitness. Here you can see me, a big fat belly there. And literally I was about 30% body fat and I shredded it, had 6 packs, did it, you know, shredded to 12% body fat. I literally invested 6 months into a personal trainer. It cost me thousands of pounds. I was probably spending about £1,000 a month on a personal trainer. But I was able to do that because I had that power to invest in my fitness. Okay, this is one of the things that if I didn't have that money, I wasn't able to achieve. I was able to invest in my family, give my family experience, take my children for Umrah and go around the world and things like that, right? I even was able to take my parents and my wife's parents to go and do Umrah together, something that I loved, you know, it was really important for me. And, you know, when you have the money, you can invest into quality time with your family and really increase the quality in the relationship that you have with your family. And really allowed me to reach my full potential. I was doing things I could never imagine, building my own studio. I even was able to connect with celebrities. For example, Amir Khan, the boxer here, he was speaking at my event, right? I did a business event in Dubai and he came down and spoke at my event, right? So I was doing things that the average person could never even ever dream doing, right? And most importantly, and this is what it really boils down to at the end of the day, right? Is contribution. Now, you know, I went through some things in my life that really motivated me to contribute more to society. So, for example, my sister, unfortunately, was diagnosed with cancer and she had to actually amputate her arm. And by her doing that, I said, look, let's together do a project where we build wells, right, for poor people. And we built around as you can see on the left, you know, around 250 wells around the world to poor countries, right? Now, another thing that was extremely unfortunate for me in the last few months, my father passed away because of COVID, right? He actually got COVID and he passed away. And one of the things that I wanted to do is actually build a mosque for my dad, right? And this is not the mosque, it's still in construction, but it's gonna, we've, you know, it's in the process and it's gonna hold 250 people and it's gonna be teaching the Quran to about 50 kids at least. And again, it's just something that when you realize at the end of the day that we came from nothing, when we were born, we had nothing, we're gonna leave with nothing. The only thing that really matters is doing as much good in the world as you possibly can. And when you have money, people think money is evil. It's not evil in essence, it's what you do with it. Either you can use it for evil or it can actually increase your good. So contribution is a huge element of you to have the desire to be rich because you can change the world in a hugely positive way. So look, my journey was huge. Within a year, I built a wildly profitable business, and you can do this too. Imagine yourself in the next year where you're in a position where you've got a wildly profitable business that you can never imagine you can achieve. You've got the time freedom. Where would you go? You've got the money freedom. What kind of things would you buy, right? You've got, you know, how would you improve your health? How would you improve the quality of your relationship with your family, right? Well, how would you contribute to society? What would you do in these areas? You need to have that vision, and that vision needs to be so solid for you that it is unacceptable that you do not start taking action to achieve that, right? Either you focus on achieving that dream life that you've always wanted, or you focus on accepting living in the working system where 80% of your life has been given away, okay, just for the fact of surviving and having a paycheck, okay? People are submitting to that and they're happy with that. Or they're not necessarily happy, but they accept it because they think that is the only way to survive. What I'm telling you is that is not the only way. So all you need right now is that right system. That is the only thing you need to focus on getting and adding that to your life and really start using that system to build the life that you want. Now, this is where I bring in the hyper launch method, all right? And this is really the thing, the golden opportunity that is going to take you from where you are right now and get you to your area that where you want to get to, which is financial freedom. All right. So we're going to jump into actually explaining and showcasing exactly what the hyperlaunch method is and how you can set this up so that you can start achieving what you want to achieve. And this business, the hyperlaunch method, is focused on e-commerce, which is selling things online. And I've mentioned this before, but I want to just emphasize this point, which is, look, there's many different businesses that you can do, and many businesses are going bust because of COVID, right? And I would hands down say there is no better opportunity better than e-commerce right now, selling online. It was an industry that was growing anyway, and especially because of COVID-19, as you can see with the analysis that's being done, it's growing higher and higher, and it's created so much window of space that anybody that comes in now and starts learning how to sell things online is very easily able to start making a lot of money from just their laptop and their internet. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into the hyper launch method. Now, it's very simple and easy, and there's 4 key steps that I want to share with you right now, okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to play a quick video where I'm actually going to show you this live, just so you get a deeper understanding of it. So I'm going to play this video, go for it. Let me show you exactly right now live how to make some money, all right? So firstly, you want to go to this website called aliexpress.com and find a nice, very interesting product like this one, which is a toilet paper holder, which is shaped as a sheep, okay? So you can get this from the supplier for $20 plus $5 shipping. So you're looking at, let's say $25 cost for this product, and you can sell it comfortably for around $60 plus another $5-6 for shipping, okay, with a nice margin there. All right, so what you would do is you would take a product like this, and then you would create a very simple a website using Shopify, and just add that to your website. Like as you can see here, I've added it here, I've added the images nicely here, given it a nice little name, offered a bundle offer, 1 or 2, very simple copy, add extra character to the bathroom with this cute sheep tissue paper holder, right? Very simple, very easy. Took me about an hour to just, not even an hour, 10 minutes, yeah, just to add this onto my website here, right? So what I did is once it was on my website, I then opened up Facebook and I created a little advertisement here, okay? I literally just copied my 1 sentence copy that I wrote, put it on the image, put that text there, and then I did an advertising campaign to people that are interested in home decor products, okay? So then I just started this ad out. I wanted to see if it makes some sales, and voila, right? As you can see, I've got a bunch of sales coming in. Let me just show you the last one. A lady called Catherine just purchased. So as you can see here, so she actually bought 2 of these, and she paid me $100, and she even paid close to $7 shipping. So on this one sale, it cost me $50 to give to the customer because it's 2 units. It probably cost me around $20-25 for the customer, and I made a nice little margin there. As you can calculate it, however what you want, right? So imagine now I'm going to be scaling this product to be generating 100 sales a day, okay? And let's say I'm making a $25 margin with this product. I'm making $25,000 in profit a day, okay? Without having to ship this product, without having to spend thousands on inventory. I don't need to do anything. All it is the supplier takes the product and sends it to the customer for me, and that's it. Okay, so I could literally be at home within launching a product within 60 minutes. I could be up and running, building a business that makes me more money than a 9-to-5 job can. All right, so this is the power of e-commerce. Obviously at the moment we're in a pandemic, so especially now is the best time to do this because everyone's buying online and job security is at its worst, right? So you need a backup in place. You need to set up an online business, and this is the easiest and best way to do it. Find products just like this, add it to a simple website, make a simple Facebook ad targeting people that will be interested in the product, and then get sales coming in. It's really, really that simple, right? Okay, so you've watched the video. As mentioned, we select a simple product, We then, put it on our own website. We then advertise it, and then the supplier sends it to the customer for us. Very, very simple. This is the beautiful thing about this business model, is because everyone that I worked with starts generating sales within their first month. Let me show you some proof, and these are just some WhatsApp messages. I sent a screenshot with one of our clients that just launched. Again, within his first 1-2 days, made $581 in sales. And they looked at it, they're like, is that mine? And they're like, yes. And they're like, in that day, they made 6 orders within their first day. Here's another one. Yes, brother, I have had 4 sales so far. Is that not bad, isn't it? I've had 4 sales, and he's saying, is that bad? And that says, that's very good. By the way, this is my business partner talking to him, right? And he's going to be one of the mentors working with you as well. He goes, that's very good, brother, and so forth, right? And he goes, yes, that's very good. Means the product is profitable, and blah, 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 right? Here's again, dude, what the hell? Yes, I saw. This is supposed to be testing phase. We've made $820 from the stores. Okay, 7 sales within their first day. Coming up to, $800 in sales, right? So my point being, I'm just showing you this. Look, this model is easy. It works. I haven't had people that have gone through this process yet and done exactly what I've said that haven't started making sales. Okay. Here's another client that came to me really worried about the pandemic and her job security and so forth. And this was literally when the pandemic hit. She goes, I made my most sales yesterday. Okay, this was within her first week. Okay, she made 31 sales. 31. She made over $2,500 in sales. Okay, and another $600 overnight. 3,000. All right. She said her profit on that was around 50%. Okay, so she was worried about job security. I built her a business that was making £1,000 profit a day within her first month. Okay, ridiculous, right? So look, there's let's actually jump into showing you some products and so forth, right? So there's 3 main steps. The first thing is, look, you need to have the right products to sell, okay? And when you go online and you see other people that are trying to teach this, they just tell you to copy what other people are doing, right? And literally, with me learning, I spent literally tens of thousands of pounds in courses and programs to find out the best people in the world on how they do this. And literally, they were teaching the same thing. Go and buy these spy tools and see what other people are selling, copy them. And I realized when you're copying everyone else, you're just scraping for, like a vulture for scraps. Somebody's already made the money with it, right? But for you to make the most money out of a product, you need to be the pioneer. You need to be the first one to sell that product. And this is why this model is really more advanced than anybody else that is trying to teach this model out there. Because we focus on being the pioneers of this. We focus on having no competition, being the first ones to sell. So what we do is we simply just go on AliExpress, which is the website where all the suppliers are that are selling products. Find products that match the criteria, that are new and interesting and meet that criteria, launch them before anyone else, and we make the most money with it, right? So when we're looking at products, and I'll just show you, just so this can become more real for you, we focus on attention grabbing products. The reason why is because when people are scrolling online where we're selling them, where we're trying to get them their attention, we need products that are going to grab their attention, right? Stop them from scrolling and say, wow, that's really unique, that's different, I want that. It needs to be a high quality product that has high perceived value, and we should be able to sell it for at least $30 margin so that we get a good margin and a good profit amount that we can take home after spending on the product and for the marketing, right? So let me just show you some examples of the type of products we've sold and made a lot of money with, right? So here's again the same product, $20, $25, sell it for $50. It's it has a wow factor, it's high perceived value, and it's got the $30 margin. Okay, here's a bracelet. Again, it's a very unique Viking style bracelet that turns into a kind of dragon. So it's wow unique. It has high perceived value, very high quality. And number 3, we've sold this for about $40, $50, $60 comfortably, right? Here's a premium looking hoodie. Again, it has a bit of a wow factor with the style and the quality. It's high perceived value. You can sell this for $60, $70, $80 comfortably, right? A watch. Again, this is a unique watch. It grabs attention. It's not just a normal watch. It's got the car wheel embedded inside, especially fantastic for car enthusiasts. So again, does it grab attention? Yes. Is it high perceived value, high quality product? Yes. Number 3, is there a $30 margin? Yes, it's a $40 for the product. We can sell it for $80 comfortably, if not even $100, right? A nice pair of shoes, high quality premium shoes. It's got a kind of slightly unique design to it, and it grabs attention. So yes, it meets first criteria. Secondly, is it high perceived value, high quality product? Yes. Number 3, can we sell it at $30? You can get this for, $30 on top. So we can get this from the supply for $30. We can sell it between $60 to $80 comfortably, right? A nice looking ceramic plate, again, grabs your attention. It's high quality. You can get it for $30. You can comfortably sell this for $60. No problem, right? A nice looking bear, perfect for like Valentine's probably, and I don't know what not, right? So again, grabs attention, yes, because it's a bear and a rose together. So it's really eye-catching. Number 2, it's high perceived value. The images are really high premium quality, really making the product look really amazing quality. Number 3, you can sell this for $40 comfortably and get your $30 margin, no problem at all, right? A really nice premium quality bag. Okay, it really grabs your attention, the way the images are really bulging out, really grabs that attention. Number 2 is really premium quality. Number 3, you can sell this at $80, no problem, and get your $30 margin, right? A unique wall light, again, grabs attention. Premium quality build, fantastic. Number 3, you can sell this at $50, no problem, make your margin. A perfect one that's a seasonal product, mosquito repellent killer machine. Again, it's kind of it grabs your attention. It solves a problem. Number 2, it's a high quality product. Number 3, you get it from the supplier for $12. You can sell it for $40. You're good to go, right? So essentially, these are the type of products, just to give you some examples, that we take these products and then we add it onto our stores. Okay. So I'm going to give you an example of one of our stores in a moment. Just so, again, I'm just trying to make this real for you, right? This is going to become more and more real for you, and you're going to see it kind of over the shoulder. So look, what we're going to use, as mentioned, is a platform called Shopify. It's the leading e-commerce platform. It's very easy, very click of the button. You can give it to a 12-year-old and they'll be good to go, right? But the thing is, we're ahead of the game when it comes down to building stores, and we're ahead of anyone that even wants to compete, because we have a very high level of mindset of how we develop our stores with very minimal styling. A lot of people that do this, they say, use all these different widgets that pop out, and, fake reviews and fake timers and all this stuff. But what we realize is people are more connecting with a very easy customer experience of just a high premium quality site that really builds that trust. You don't need to write all this sales copy, very simple 1, 2, 3 lines, really premium looking images, and really, a few clicks of a button and the customer has his or she has his product purchased, right? The more things you put in their way, the more things that grab your attention away from that experience, then the more chance they're not going to buy from you. That's why our conversion rate of people coming in and buying is at the highest level. So we focus on minimal styling, a really easy premium customer experience, and high quality images and brands to really build that trust. Let me jump into an example, right? So here's an example of a site. As you can see, really premium looking, high quality feel. Again, let's go into some of the products. Okay, so you can see all of these images. This is like the home decor department. Really premium looking images that really pop out, really nice and unique. Okay, let's have a look at this. Okay, very simple, premium quality images. Okay, we've got a unique name, we've got our pricing, we've got our colors and options, our variants. We've got a nice copy there that really resonates with the person that wants to buy. So look, you've got a lot of these really nicely made product listings, and that is what we're going to look for, right? That's what we really want to look for. Again, you can go into these, and again, literally within a few clicks of a button, they can click in and buy, right? There's no long-winded sales copy. Everything looks really posh and premium. That really gives a real high level of experience to the customer and trust that this is a high quality company and that, I will be confident in buying for them, right? Everything resonates really nicely and smoothly. And this is much better than what other people are trying to get you to do with all these nonsense widgets and fake things that is going to drive their attention away, right? So point being is we need to build you your own brand. We need to build you a premium store. Leave that with me. I'm going to do that all for you anyway. But that's just an example. So you visually see it. We take products and then we add it to a site and we create a journey for people to then go and buy these products. Okay. And then the marketing level is really powerful because what we use is Facebook marketing. And the reason why this is really powerful is because you can literally target people that want to buy your products. Okay. Like if you want to target people that are interested in Vikings, you can target people that are interested in Vikings. You can target somebody that is 30 years old, that lives in this area, that likes certain things, right? So really it's so pinpoint that it's easy to put your ad in front of your ideal customer, and that drives traffic and that drives buyers, right? But what the real unique power of what we do is, and the reason why we're able to get such high results so quickly is this, what I call the hyper launch marketing method. Okay. So let me tell you a bit of an example and a bit of a story. So there was this shoe company, and what this company done is in America, they opened up a few stores in the busiest streets of America for a very short period of time. Okay. And they were selling shoes. So they had one pair of shoes in that were available, to show people, when they came in, they would go and look at shoes. And then when somebody says, I like this shoe, I want to go and buy it, they went to the till and they said, I'm sorry, but we're out of stock. Can I take your name and your number? And if we bring it in stock, we'll let you know, we'll give you a discount and you can come and buy it again. So what they did is they didn't have any of the products in stock. Okay. All they did is they came in, they saw what was selling and what was selling the most. So they were able to see, okay, this design here sells the most. This is what has the most design. These are the people, this is the product, this is the pair of shoes that most people are trying to buy. And this is the exact color that they're trying to buy. And this is the exact size that majority of them are trying to buy, right? So then when they then started to think about investing in buying shoes, they didn't buy shoes that couldn't sell. They only put their attention and their money behind their products that they were pretty much 100% confident they will sell out on. Okay. And we're going to essentially do the same thing on Facebook with marketing, right? We're still going to sell the products with anyone that are going to buy because the suppliers are there. They're ready to send the products to the customer. But we're going to literally test 10 to 30 products at a time. Test which one of those are going to sell the most. So we're going to use a very low budget to test those products, okay? Test 10 to 30 products, see which products is the most profitable, and then we're going to put the majority of our marketing budget behind getting more customers there. And that is how you are going to be able to take one product and take it to $5,000, $10,000, $50,000 even dollars in sales within one day. Have hundreds of sales within one day because you're putting all your attention, you're going broad and then you're going narrow, okay? You're going horizontal and then you're going vertical, okay? You're seeing where the money is, and instead of, like I said, somebody goes out there and they put tens of thousands of pounds behind one product and they fail. We don't do that. We want to go down the safe route with the minimalist risk. We launch 10 to 30 products. We see, with the minimalist budget, okay, we then see what is the one that sells the most and has the best potential to grow. And then we put the remaining amount of our money behind that one that is going to be the most profitable for us, okay? So that is why this is such a safe way of doing business compared to what other people do. It's very risk-free and really it's so beautiful. Like this method is so groundbreaking because it just focuses you on being able to make the most money with minimal risk. It's amazing, right? And like I said, step number one, we test the products, and the thing is, you'll be able to find within 1 to 2 days if a product is profitable or not. If it's not, we just stop promoting it. If it is, we then scale it so we can start making $5,000 plus as sales a day with that product, okay? And that is how so many of my clients that I work with literally don't have any marketing experience. They test products, they find a winning product that takes them to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,000 pounds a day in sales, and they're like blown away at how quickly and how much money they made in such a short period of time. So the output is this: you sell high quality products customers will love. You have fast shipping with your personal agent. So some people worry about, what if the product takes long to get to the customer? We don't have to worry about that. We've got a system in place to inform the customer if there's any longer delays, and I've never had any issues with that. And at the same time, I've got a system where I'm going to connect you with our agent who's going to send the product to the customer, or tell you how to find your own agent who sends the product to a customer within 7 days, no problem, if not more, right? If not quicker, sorry. The next thing is, look, you only buy 1 unit of product at wholesale price once you've made a sale that you've sold at retail price, taking out any requirement of you having to buy inventory, right? So it takes out the risk of buying inventory and not being able to sell it. Okay, you're ahead of the game with this model because you're launching products that no one else has done. You don't need to worry about competition because you're using my pioneer method rather than the copycat method that 99.9% of other people are using that are doing this business. Okay, now the business that we focus on is, we build a premium high quality brand and website based on conversions. And we are focusing on the Hyperlaunch marketing method to launch the business in a very safe way with minimal risk by focusing on launching loads of products at one time in the quickest way and the easiest way, and with spending the least amount of money, and then seeing where the money is made from there, and then scaling that and making the most money of the most profitable products. Okay, and you build a highly profitable business from home with just your laptop and Wi-Fi. All right. Now, we use this Hyperlaunch method to launch the business in a very safe way with minimal risk and low startup cost, because Facebook, again, doesn't require you a lot of money to test a product. You'll find out within 1-2 days if a product's going to be profitable or not. You don't need to sit there spending thousands of pounds on ads and market and setting up the products. Okay, you can easily get started and make sales without having to worry about complicated technical skills. Again, I'm going to do it all for you, and I'm going to teach you in a very simple ABC way how to do it yourself, so you're never going to be reliant on me. You'll build a highly profitable business from home with your laptop and Wi-Fi that can generate income, that can replace your 9-to-5 income. And this is the perfect pandemic backup. All right, many of you are worried about the pandemic and how it can affect your job. Again, this is the perfect backup for you. The results are fast, as you can see. My clients are getting sales within their first day of launch, and you can start this is why I'm so confident that you can start making money within the next 30 days, which is the objective, right? It's an easy and repeatable system where you can literally make money on demand. If you want to make money next week, I need to launch X amount of products, find the winning product, and make more money from that, and you're good to go, right? And look, this works for everyone, no matter your situation. If you haven't had any business prior experience, whether you've got a degree or not, whether you're, wherever background you're from, don't worry, because this really works for anyone that is committed to make it work for them. Okay, so look, I've shared with you, the reason why you need to jump into having your own business and money machine. I've shared with you the Hyperlaunch method, which is a very simple system that you can have that will make you money on demand. And now you basically have 2 options at this point. Option 1 is do nothing, go at it alone, spend tens of thousands of pounds trying to figure this out, get frustrated and waste 3 years of your life. All right. And this is what a lot of people do, trying to figure things out by themselves. Or the second thing is just get somebody who has mastered it and get them to just build it for you, right? And this is what this is all about. Like when I told you my story, I was trying to do things by myself. It never worked. I invested money into getting the right information, and it fast-tracked my success in ways that I could never imagine. So look, if you go with option 2, you want to work with me, that's a smart decision as mentioned, because it's going to fast-track your success. Okay, so the Hyperlaunch program is what is going to take you to your destination, right? So if this is you here, and this is your destination where you want to make 5K a month, 10K a month, whatever it is, and you want to achieve that financial freedom, from you to go from here to where you want to go, you need a vehicle. And that vehicle that is going to take you from where you are to the required destination is the Hyperlaunch program. This is a program that I have focused so passionately to focus on results, that my goal is to have 100% success rate. Okay, that's where I want to get to. This is how serious I am about getting you results. Okay, so look, the Hyper Launch Mentorship Program has been developed to fast track to get you fast results in the easiest, quickest, and safest way possible. Okay, so the Hyper Launch Program has been developed to get you fast results in the easiest, quickest, and safest way possible. And the reason we're confident with getting you the results is because we're going to build and launch the business for you. All right. So let me explain to you how this is all going to work. Now, the rough time scale for the clients that we work with and the results is this. Okay. Week number 1, we build up their store for them. No problem. And while we do that, you focus on product research. Okay. Week number 2, we start selecting the products that we're going to launch. Okay. Week number 3, we set up all the product listings. We still give you some more time for product research, but we're going to develop all the product listings for you. And number 4 is we launch the marketing campaigns for you to start making sales. Okay, so week number 1, build the store. Week number 2, select the products. Week number 3, we set up the product listings on the website, in essentially putting the products onto the website. And week number 4, we start launching the campaigns and making sales. Okay, so our goal is to get up and running and making sales within 30 days. Obviously, you know, that is a goal. It's not a guarantee. Okay, it's a goal to achieve that. Sometimes, obviously, some clients have personal issues that can be delayed more than 30 days, problems and issues, but most of our clients that we work with are up and running and making sales within 30 days. Okay, now the 30-day hyper launch plan and outputs are very simple. Number 1 is we're going to get you to select 10 products to sell. Okay, the number 2 is we're going to add those products onto the store, and number 3, we're going to run the campaigns and start generating sales and then start scaling the winners. Okay, now the one thing that you need to do is only number 1, right? Which is focus on finding the products. Now, you're probably thinking, well, why didn't you just find the products for me as well? You're doing everything else. You're setting up my store, my brand. You're doing my marketing. Why don't you just find the products? And the reason is because of this. Your products are 90% going to define your success with this business. That is how important it is to learn how to do product research properly. Okay. And if I had just given you the products and I just give you the products after the program, and once you're up and running, you're going to be too reliant on me. Okay. And what I want you to do is I want you to be in a position where you're not relying on me to make money, that within a tap of your finger, you can make a decision to launch products, the right products, and start making money. Okay, there's a kind of quote, something on the lines of you can give somebody a fish or teach them and feed them for a day, or teach them how to fish and feed them for the rest of their life. Okay, so that is what we want to focus on doing. The only thing we want you to focus on in this program is we're going to teach you exactly how to do the products, product research. We're going to help you one-to-one to select the 10 products to sell, and we're going to take those, put it on the store, and then launch it and start generating sales. Okay, and the Hyper Launch Success Mentor. So this is essentially how we're going to execute on this. Okay, so there is 3 main elements we're gonna give you that is going to allow you to execute these 3 elements. Okay, so number 1, what I call is what I call the Hyper Launch Success Mentor. So this is a one-to-one mentor that is going to work with you with selecting the products. Okay, and this is a game changer of this whole program, because other people there, buy this course, do this, that, and the other. I don't want to have a nonsense, silly course that doesn't give you results. Okay, I want to really work with you one-to-one, really closely with you, to be in a position where you're doing it right and you're getting it right the first time. Okay, so the way we do that is I'm going to give you a success mentor, and you're going to have a call with the success mentor within the first 30 days, once every week over 4 weeks. Okay, and what your job is that you're going to learn from us how to do product research. You're going to research 100 products, and every call we're going to review 25 products and review them, develop your understanding how to find winning products, and then from there select your first top 10 products to launch. Okay, and the reason why this process is so powerful and important is because by you learning how to find winning products, it only takes one product to make you £100,000. Okay, it takes you one product from getting you from a minimum wage job to having $1 million business within 1 year. Okay, so that is why this is so important, and that is why we want to make sure that you get it right. And the only way for us to make sure we get it right is work with you one-to-one, teach you how to do it, you go and do the product research, and then reviewing it with you on these weekly calls. The second thing is once you're up and running, you've launched your first 10 products, right? You should be in a position where you're making sales, okay? But we want to help you over the next 5 months after that to make sure you're still doing what you're supposed to do, which is consistently launching products and making more money, okay? I don't want you to come in and just be like, let's launch this, and then you just go away. I want you to be really successful. So what we're going to do is our success mentor is going to touch base with you every month after the first 30 days to ensure that you're launching products. If you need more help, if you've got more questions, if you need to break through the next barriers, get better results, we want you to ensure that your system is there within 30 days and you're consistently growing it over the next 6 months, so that by 6 months you're making a good amount of money and profit that is replacing that 9-to-5 job. That is the goal, that is the objective, right? And number 3, you get access to our Ecom Experts Facebook group, so you can ask questions in there, you can message me in there. I'm going to be added more training as we go along, free training for people in that group, so you can connect with me there. It's not a support mechanism, it's not a mechanism for you to ask for support or anything. That's what the Success Mentor is, but it's just an added way for me to engage with you and to support you and provide you with extra support on myself as well as my team. Okay, now just to show you, look, the Success Mentor's focus is getting you results, and pretty much I haven't had a client that hasn't got results yet from this, right? That has done everything that I've told him to do and isn't up and running and making sales, right? And my success mentors message me. They're actually my business partners as well, and I'll just give you an example just so you're seeing over the shoulder, the type of messages they sent me, right? So Jane, who's one of our clients, he sent me a message saying Jane started her first campaign yesterday and got her first ever sale today. Exciting stuff. She's up and running as expected, right? And then he sends me, this was Danish's sales last month. Okay, so this is another client that made $2,000 in sales within his first month. Good stuff, right? So here's more. I'm just showing you these. I've got so many of them. I don't want to bore you with them, but just show you, look, we're not talking nonsense. We actually work with you and we get you results, right? Assalamu alaikum. These are the stats for today. You got your first sale. Well done. And then you've got, somebody sending us made our first purchase. Good stuff. Again, sales are coming in. He's sending me a message. Good start from one of our clients, Rania. So on her first day, she's made $150 in sales. He's sending me another message. A good day for 2 of our clients today. Both started their ads yesterday and have made a sale each. Looking forward to seeing how this grows. So one of them made $145 in sales. Another one $85 in sales. And again, like I said, I'm just showing you this because it's like, this is, you get results fast, right? And it's easy. My goal is to just make this easy for you and just get your results, build that confidence, right? Now, the second thing is that you're going to have access to my 7-figure dream team. I've got a team in place that literally, if you were to look at the salary, it's going to be above £10,000 a month. If you were to hire this team yourself, it's going to be above £10,000 a month. And I'm going to, this is the team that is building my businesses, my 6-7 figure businesses. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to be giving them to you without you having to spend £10,000 a month, right? You're going to have a project manager, graphic designer, to do your graphics, your branding and your images, the IT developer to set up your site, copywriter to write all your copy, the marketer to do all the marketing. This is my dream team. And they're going to be working on making your business successful. Okay, like this is hugely valuable, right? And the third element is I'm going to give you full training, premium training, my hyper launch training program. This is literally a very high level training done in a very simple step-by-step way where, this isn't information you'll find online or even on YouTube. Very premium. This is what is going to really take your business to achieve amazing results. So module 1, I'm going to dive deep into how to find winning profitable products. Module number 2 is how to set up the store. Even though I'm going to do it for you, I want you to learn that knowledge so you're not reliant on me and you can repeat this business again and again for you, even for your family, without having to rely on me. Number 3 is how to do the marketing. Again, like you might be scared. How am I going to do marketing? I've never done this before. I'm going to teach it to you and do it with you over the shoulder and teach you in a way that a 12-year-old will be able to learn and master it and get amazing results with it. And module number 4, managing the business, automating it and scaling it so that you achieve the results that you want, right? So essentially, look, let me just go back to this slide. Okay. What we're going to do, the outputs are launch 10 products, set up your premium website, launch your marketing campaign and make sales. Okay. Right. And the way we're going to do that, you're going to get a success mentor to help you select the products. My dream team is going to build the full business for you. And the third thing is you're going to get full access to the training program so that you've learned everything within that month, to the level that you're the same level of knowledge and understanding that I am by the end of the 30 days. Okay. And once you're there, your business is up and running, you're making sales, and month in, month out after that, we're still connecting with you to make sure your business is growing and to see if you need more help and support, right? So look, the goal is to get you up and running, making at least $100 a day in sales within the next 30 days. Okay. Obviously at the moment, no business is ever guaranteed. This isn't a get rich quick scheme. This isn't a few clicks of a button and you're going to make a bunch of money. It does take time, effort. It does take dedication. But as you can see, like I said, I haven't had a client yet that has done everything that I've told them to do, that has launched their 10 products with the required budget, that hasn't made money. Like, this model works, and I'm focusing on getting people results. Okay, I want 100% track record in getting people to build businesses that is making them money. It's as simple as that, right? Like I said, this isn't a get rich quick scheme. I can't guarantee 100%, that you're going to, make a lot of money, whatever it is. But again, this is going to be your best opportunity of getting the best possible results because of the fact that you're getting experts to do and launch the business for you. Okay. And look, we want to get you up and running and making sales, and that's just the first month. Once you've got that foundation in place, you can grow this to 10K to 100K a month within 1 to 12 months. Okay. And look, some of you may be thinking, look, all right, so you just said to me nothing's guaranteed. Yeah. But what if I fail by not making any sales? What if my business doesn't make any sales? And I really thought about this, and I thought, look, how can I reduce the risk even more for the clients that I've worked with, right? And this is what I'm committed to. Like, if you're 100% into this, then I'm going to give you my 100% as well, right? If we can see that you have given 100%, you've paid the full service fee that we have to work with you, you've put in the required amount of hours and time that is needed to do good quality product research, you've attended the mentoring calls, you've launched your 10 products within the 30 days with the required budget needed with our main product testing strategy, and after all of that, you've given and done everything we've required you to do, and you didn't make any sales in that process, then what I will do is I will cover your future marketing costs until you get sales. Okay. I know that's ridiculous. And the reason why I'm doing this is two things. Number one is because I'm confident you'll get sales anyway. You'll start making money anyway. And number two is because, look, I want a 100% track record. I want to put the risk on my shoulders. So if I don't get you up and running and making sales, and you've given everything that I've requested of you, which is what I've mentioned just there, then I'm going to commit myself into ensuring that I'm putting my own money in to getting you up and running and making sales. I don't think I can get any more fairer than that, right? So look, if I help you build a business that is up and running, making money, and can grow to make you more money than a 9-to-5 job, the question then is, how much should I be charging you, right? How much should I be charging you to do this for you, all right? And look, universities charge £30,000 for an internet business degree. And the reason why I know that is because I've got one. I went to university, I did an internet business degree. It never taught me how to make money. It just taught me how to be an employee in a job. And in reality, I just ended up in a big debt, right? So the point being is, this is how much people are willing to pay for the type of knowledge that I'm going to give. In fact, my knowledge is better than an internet business degree, okay? And the reason how I know that is because I've got one, like I said, and it didn't give me results, okay? But look, I am planning to charge £10,000 and work with only high net worth level individuals. And the reason why is because I'm putting everything into it. My team, my focus, my attention, everything, right? My high level training that I've literally spent over £100,000 to develop. I only want to work with people that can afford high levels and get the best results. But look, before I do that, I want to offer working with the general public, brothers and sisters just like yourself, in a way that anyone can afford it, so that I can build more success stories. Not just I can impact your lives in a positive way. And I remember when I didn't have a lot of money and I didn't want to go into something very risky and I couldn't afford a lot, but I just needed that breakthrough chance. So I want to give you that breakthrough chance in a way that is affordable for you, and you become my success stories. And then when it comes down to me charging 10K plus a month, 10K, and when it comes down to me charging 10K for this service, then people are not going to blink twice, essentially, right? So look, if you think about it, the value is there. Even if I were to charge 10K, my whole team to set up the full business, I can charge 10K because that, how much does it cost for a project manager's salary? 3K a month. How much does it cost for a high-end business marketer, right? At least 3K a month. Copywriter, 3K a month. Designer, 3K a month. It adds up. It's more than 10K a month just for my team. Okay, the Hyperlaunch Mod program, the course, I can sell for at least 3,000 myself. Again, I've spent £10,000 plus on courses. In fact, not 10,000, like tens of thousands on courses and mentorship to learn, what is the best knowledge out there. What is the most effective? Put it in a program in a simple, easy way. If I've spent tens of thousands and I only get you to spend 3,000 for the best knowledge, it's worth way more than that, right? One-to-one mentoring, my time and effort and my team's time and effort in working with you. People, when it comes down to mentoring service in this space, they're going to charge at least 5,000 for that service, right? So even if I charge 10,000, that would be huge value, and it is worth way more than 10,000, right? And look, if I charged you 10,000 right now, let's just assume I'm not going to, but let's imagine I charge you £10,000 and this only helped you make 10 sales a day. You've seen from my clients before have made that within the first week, okay? If they only helped you make 10 sales a day, 100 profit a day, which is £36,500 profit a year, would it be literally for the rest of your life, would it be worth it? So you paid me £10,000. I help you build a business that's making you at least 36K a year. Would you be willing to give me 10,000? Of course you would. That's why people spend 30K on a university degree, because they think it's going to give them a job that's going to give them over 30K a year, right? So even if I did charge you 10K, it would be very worth it. And you can see it's a good deal, even if I were to charge 10,000, right? This is why I'm thinking of doing that. But look, we do, as mentioned, plan to charge 10,000. Because this is a newer project, I want to work with you. I want to optimize the system. I want to get results. I want to get good case studies. I want success stories. So look, that's why I'm going to give you an early bird fee. I'm going to explain it on the call that we have. Okay. So we break it all down so it makes sense to you. But let me just give you an expectation of what you're going to need for this business. Okay. For you to get up and running with this business, you're going to need anywhere between £1,000 to £5,000. The more you have, the better. Okay. And as mentioned, like the setup is very minimal. There's going to be some budget required for the marketing campaign. There's going to be a little bit required towards setting up the site. But other than that, other than the marketing campaign, the site and our services, for you to move forward with us, you're going to need anywhere between £1,000 to £5,000. The more you have, the better. But we can get you up and running. If you are really broke and don't have £1,000, we'll still talk with you, see if we can help you. But this is the ideal scenario for you to be anywhere between 1,000 to 5,000. We can get the ball rolling and get you in a really good position, inshallah, right? So look, one thing is, when you're in a position where you have to put money into a business, you have that internal fear and that voice that comes in, right? And one way to realize is that, look, whatever happens in your life, money's going to come and go, right? It's going to come and go. Like, you're going to get a paycheck, you're going to get a paycheck, you're going to spend that money, and then the next month you'll make more money. Money always replenishes. But the one thing that doesn't replenish is your time. Okay. And the whole point of me sharing what I shared in the beginning is to remind you, you don't have the time. Your time is wasting away like an ice cube under the sun. Okay, and you don't want to be in a position where you're going to start regretting your life going by quickly without having achieved the things that you've wanted to achieve, right? Or submitting your life in a 9 to 5 job when for literally 10, 20, 30, 50 years of your life, when you could have used that time to spend with your family to develop your deen and doing the things that you want to do, right? So look, this is the forecast. This is what I expect you to be doing with working with me, right? Either you can do nothing, not work with me and stay in the same system that you're in, okay? Or be in a worse position financially in 12 months than you are now, especially with the pandemic. You just don't know what's going to happen. If you try to do it yourself, you may get a bit of results. But if you work with me and my team, we're going to be able to fast track your success. That is our hope and the objective with working with you, which is really fast tracking your success, okay? Now, as mentioned, I showed you this. This is when you were born. This is when you're going to die. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 years, okay? These little lines here are years in your life, okay? When is going to be the right time to do this? Is it now when you're 20 or when you're 30, when you're 40, when you're 50, or by the time it is too late when you're so far down the rabbit hole, you've lost it, right? You want to save yourself the time. You want to build this now so that it gives you that time and it gives you the most time you possibly can to enjoy that time freedom and money freedom, rather than waiting till you've left your job and you're retired and you're weak and you've lost your mind essentially, right? You don't want to wait till then. You want that time and money freedom as early as possible. That is why now is the right time to take action. If you're going to put this off till tomorrow, I guarantee you it's not going to happen. It's not going to be tomorrow. You're never going to do it. Hey, and I'll just give you one story and an example of somebody that I worked with. So her name is Khadija. So I spoke to her and she said to me, I really want to do a business and that whole thing, right? And then she made istikhara. She got back to me and she said, look, I don't want to go ahead with this. All right. For whatever reason, I don't want to go ahead. That's fine. And I said, that's fine. Somebody else will fill her spot instead. Okay. And she went home that day and she went to tell her husband her decision. And her husband said, look, I already enrolled you in. Okay. So she said, okay, maybe that was my istikhara coming true there and I'll go and do this business. Okay. And within the first 3 months of her setting up, her business was doing 20K a month in sales. Okay, somebody who's never done business before, doesn't have any business experience, somebody who doesn't have a lot of technical skills, didn't have a lot of money to invest in business, was up and running within 3 months doing 20K a month. Okay, and she was so close to deciding not to go ahead. In fact, she did decide not to go ahead. If it wasn't for her husband, she would have left out on a groundbreaking opportunity similar to like this. By her making that decision, her money increased, whereas if she made the decision not to go ahead, she would have still been in the same position, right? What about you? Are you going to be in that same position? Are you going to make the same mistake that she nearly made? Okay, so look, the only real risk is not jumping in on this business. And the reason why I say that is, look, there is no risk at all. Risk is in your mind, because when we were born, we had nothing. We were naked, right? Butt naked kids, yeah? And when we leave this world, we're going to be just shrouded in one piece of cloth. So everything that we have in between in our life, we is only a bonus. However little it is, there's nothing we can lose if we never were born with anything. We're always in a plus. Okay, so literally the only way of really losing out is by not doing this. Okay, worse, literally there's no loss and risk is something that is in your mind that doesn't actually exist. We were born with nothing. We're going to leave with nothing. So how can you lose anything? Okay, so my point being is, live your life to the max. Take every opportunity, and I guarantee you, even if you were to look at your worst case scenario, that you lose thousands of pounds and your family said you're a loser and this, that and the other, you'll move on from it. I've been there. I've done that. I've lost a lot of money in the stupidest things, but I survived it. Money came and it went and it came back. Okay. One thing is, I still had food, shelter and clothing no matter how bad it got. The same thing is going to be with you. Okay. But what you're doing right now is you're analyzing, this is the best opportunity with the minimalist risk that has the best chance to get me to where I want to get to go, where I want to get to go. Okay. So, the only risk is not jumping into this business. Okay. So look, when we have our call with you, we're going to enroll you in. It's as simple as that. We're going to connect with you. We're going to double check that you're a good fit, ask you about your background, why you want to do this, see where you are, and then you're going to have your bank card ready there, and we're going to get you enrolled in, and we're going to get the ball rolling and start building your business and making money. Okay, that's where we want to get to. If you're going to sit there wasting time, you're going to be over skeptical, or you're going to be in a position where you're going to start putting barriers that don't need to be barriers in your way, or you're going to start saying, oh, I need to ask my spouse and all that nonsense that people come with, then we're just going to say that's fine, move on, and somebody else will take your spot. And the reason why is we have very limited spots. We want to work with the right people with the right mindset that are willing to go, because look, this isn't just a random course that says, hey, go and do it. I'm putting my team in place to work with you, and there's only a limited amount of people that I can work with, okay? And I'm going to get fully booked up, and I know that already. So for me, you coming in or not isn't going to change my life, because somebody will replace you. But this is about you coming in or not, and you giving yourself the opportunity to come in and actually change your life, okay? And when you enroll over the phone, we're going to take the payment over the phone. And then straight away, you're going to get a call from the community support manager. You're going to book your calls. You're going to get access to the training. You're going to start doing your product research. And we're going to literally start getting the ball rolling and start launching and work to start making money as soon as possible. Okay? And that is what it really boils down to. Now is the time for you to make that change. Okay? Do not lose this opportunity. Do not make that mistake. This is an opportunity. I'm 100% behind supporting you to succeed. Now you need to jump in, come on the call, give it your full attention, your seriousness, and have your bank card ready, literally there to make the payment of whatever is required to get up and running for my support and my team. And we're going to focus on then taking action and building you your own money machine. Okay? Literally, risk is a fragment of your mind. I've literally spent over £100,000 myself in risk. In fact, when I first spent my first $6,000 on that initial course, I had these fears of lost this, that, and the other. That was only a course, okay? I'm not even going to ask you to spend $6,000. It's hardly anything compared to what I'm going to be giving you, okay? So really, this is a golden opportunity. And like I said, I'm focusing on results. I'm focusing on getting you up and running. You've seen the results. You've understood you no longer can live in that the 9-to-5 system is unacceptable. You need your own money machine. The business model is very simple. You build your website, you launch your products, and you make money. Simple. You want to work with us because we're going to fast track it for you. There's nothing more than that. Let's sit down together. We'll speak to you on the phone. We'll get you up and running, and we'll start focusing on building your business, inshallah. Speak to you then. Over and out from Haroon.